Hey guys, it's Tyler or Gothic Vash here again. We're going to be getting back into the entertainment center build, starting with the shelving units I'm going to build on the sides. I got a new microphone. It's right here. It's a little clip-on, so hopefully you're able to hear me a bit better than in the first video. That's why it's so short. I didn't want to have the first half of the video be with just the GoPro mic and the housing where you can't really hear it, and then jump to this one, which hopefully you can hear. We'll find out at the when I'm at the next stage of the video, the editing and all that. I'll see if the sound's better. So we're gonna move the camera over and start showing you what we're doing with the boards we cut on the last video. Okay, so right here we got our boards. This is just 3 of them. And grab my sponge and stuff. So what we're doing, this is salt water. We're just gonna put a layer of salt water, not much, just over the top of the board. And you can see all these imperfections and stuff, that's fine. So we'll do that. Then we take our contacts here on my transformer. We just kind of want to get kind of towards the edge of that one, kind of towards the edge of this edge, and then we'll fire on the transformer. And you can see it's burning a pattern in there with the electricity from the transformer. Now you got to be kind of careful if you're going to do this, because it's a lot of juice going through there right now. This is also a smoky project, so if you you might want to do it outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Burning a pretty good pattern in this one. You can hear it buzzing when it's jumping between areas and all that. Yeah, that went pretty cool how that went. This is the main way I've been burning these is I'll do a full one like that, see how it made contact. I'll let it sit a little bit so it's burning in the wood, and now we'll turn the transformer off so it doesn't zap the shit out of me. Get a bit more of the saltwater solution, because when it does this, it takes all the moisture out of the wood, and it's cold out, so there's not much in the air. And then we'll just move this contact up here a little bit and see what happens. And then we'll take that one and move it over in that corner. We're just trying to get an interesting pattern going. Kind of cover the whole board. So it's still burning on the top, the top left, but the bottom right made contact. So there we got contact on that. So that's covered that whole piece. Let's put this, let's try right there. Get a little bit more moisture into it. And then let's put you down there and see what happens. moving it around and getting a bit of a pattern going. So that looks pretty good, I think. So now, to kind of see what it actually looks like, I need my scrubber brush. Let me find that. I just had it, and of course I can't find it when I want it, because that's the way things go. Could have sworn I put it right over here. This is the problem of being a bit on the disorganized side. Where'd it go? Well, I guess I'll use my my block here, which I don't want to use because it's a little... Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. I was going to use that, but I don't want to. There it is. It's on the ground. So we'll take our little brush and just kind of scrape out all that charred stuff. Here, I should have fired up the compressor earlier. I did not do that, so you got to bear with me a little bit when I get air pressure going. Turn the compressor on, get my air gun, because I will need that. Okay. I'll give it a few minutes to build some pressure. Smells really good when I'm doing this, by the way, the nice burnt wood. Now, I said this is cedar before. I'm not so sure of that. I don't think it's pine, but I'm not entirely sure it's cedar either. It might be oak or something. I don't know. No idea. Because it's real old, so this color that I thought was the cedar color might be just because it's old. So there's our first side. We're going to be doing both sides of these on all of them and then pinning them together. So now you see why the knots don't matter, is I'm gonna fill all these cuts in with resin, and then when I pin them, I'll sand them a little bit. I don't want to sand them too much because I don't want to take out all this pattern that we just put in. So put that one up there. So same thing, put our saltwater solution on. I'm just using a normal kitchen sponge, nothing fancy. Now this transformer, if you're gonna do it, these are GTO line, because it's got enough voltage to jump through normal line. Do not use just normal wires going to your contacts. But I'm not gonna explain really too much about how I built or modified my transformer here, because it's a bit on the dangerous side, so I don't want to you know, be given any information and have somebody hurt himself. So if you're gonna do it, you got to be comfortable with that kind of stuff and look into it. So see how it's not really burning right now? Needs a bit more of the solution to go. Now I did add a safety switch, so it is off when I'm doing this. Do not be touching this thing when it's on. That's a terrible idea. Don't do it. This one doesn't really want to burn very good, so I'm going to move these little contact points. Because it's been so cold, all the moisture's been pulled out of everything. So it's really not the best time to be doing this time of year, but it's the time that I am. There we go. Now we got a full bead. We'll let it burn in a little bit. That's what gives it its depth when you scrape that charcoal out, or char. Because it's not really coal, so it's not charcoal. But the charred wood, when you scrape that out with the scraper, that's what gives the pattern its depth. That's probably a bit much water. A little bit too much, I think. Yeah, you could tell when it's made a path because all those little branches and things going on the sides stop. It just goes with a straight path. So this one's not really as interesting as the last one, I don't think, but it still be good. Now I can't do the resin part for a while, again because it's cold. Resin does not like to cure properly when it's cold. So that part of this video is probably going to be in a while, because the resin I want to use smells terrible, so I don't want to use it in my basement. I could go with another kind of resin maybe. If I want to go that route, I might, and we'll have it done sooner. But I would really like to use the poly because it's very easy to sand and polish. There's still a long way to go before we're at that stage though, because I've got 40 of these boards, I'm doing both sides, and you can see this is not a very fast process here. And then I have to pin them all together in the next step. And that got some time too. So what's gonna happen is, like this one, see how it got the edge and then it got the edge up there? Those two I will probably pin together like that. And of course they're all getting clamped, so they'll be nice and flat together. Let me see if I can, I'll do it later. And then that'll give us our one shelf, like that. And it'll be filled in with resin and kind of all neat looking when it's done. And the knots, like this knot that's not knocked out, I'm gonna fill in with resin and then sand it and all that. So that's where we're at in the project right now. And I'm gonna stop the video. And yeah, hopefully you can see it all. I tried to block the sunlight out because there's a lot of it. So hopefully, here, let me hold that up. You can get kind of a better look at these. Like that. And hopefully all the burning has been showing up on video.